Hi everyone, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today I'll be demonstrating how to create this Halloween doll head cookie and the matching spider cookies to go with it. All of the elements from the cookie dough, the stencil to the royal icing and spider templates can all be found at the My Dream Cake website listed in the description and in our bio. To begin, we are going to be creating the cookie. So I'm taking the raw cookie dough, some all-purpose flour and rolling it out to about 1/2 centimeter or so in thickness. From there you want to apply a little bit more flour onto the surface of your cookie dough, place it onto a baking sheet lined with baking paper, and then cut around the Cascadery doll head stencil with a paring knife. You want to make sure that it's super duper sharp and just trace that knife along the outside edge. I like to rest the blade against the template just to make sure it's a nice even cut. And then you can pop that extra dough into the fridge and use it within a couple of days. Bake it off at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes and then let it cool completely before you remove it from the cookie tray. This is buttercream and I've added in black cocoa powder. So this is going to tint your buttercream nice and dark. At the beginning it looks kind of grey, but just let it sit, be patient, and it becomes a really dark black colour, which is incredible. I'm using a nice wide piping tip to create her ponytail. I have long ones and then short ones over the top, and then connecting where her fringe would be up to the rest of the ponytail. For some added dimension, you can add a few shorter strands on top as well. For the spider, I'm using fondant that's been very well covered with cornstarch. I've also got cornstarch that's dusted into the actual mold, pressing the fondant into the crevices, cutting away the excess, and then a very smart lady named Margaret from My Dream Cake recommended popping this into the freezer, which is genius. And then after about a good 20 odd minutes, you can take it out and it comes out really easily without breaking its delicate little legs. Popping it onto her hair as a hair tie, and then using some royal icing mix that's been tinted orange with orange gel food color by Americolor. I'm going to create a headband and then sticking these cute Halloween mixed sprinkles over the top. So we've got like some little pumpkins, ghosts, bats, gravestones, basically anything Halloween has been included in that little special mix. And then with the same royal icing, I am going to be tracing along the outside edge of the doll head and then filling in with a softer royal icing. So I just add a little bit of lemon juice to thin it out and then piping inside that border that we created. So that first layer is a little bit harder and it's working as a dam, and then taking a little pin, creating circular motions to fill in any spaces in between and to also kiss the middle to the edge. Give it a good little shake and a tap to settle the whole thing and allow it to set overnight if you can. For the faux spiderweb, we are taking some marshmallows and melting it in the microwave for about 35 seconds, and then with 2 forks we are touching it together, spreading it and letting those strands touch our cake. This is super duper sticky, so if you do get any on your cake board, make sure to remove it straight away. Continue until you are happy with the coverage. Then add on any extra sprinkles there if you like, with the marshmallow as glue. Here I'm taking some fondant, rolled out nice and thin, and this spiderweb embossing tool, which is really awesome. Cut around the outside to the same size as your cookie. These are pre-baked cookies that I also picked up from My Dream Cake. Gonna brush off the excess cornstarch and then taking a steamer by Grotto Art to remove any of that excess cornstarch that wouldn't come off with the brush. And your matching cookies are complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find all of the materials used in here from our awesome sponsors, My Dream Cake, from the marshmallows to the royal icing and everything in between. That'll be linked for you in the description box. And if you do recreate this, we would love to see it. Hashtag My Dream Cake and hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so we can check it out. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.